Welcome to Chainlink Live. My name is Andy Boyan from Chainlink Labs, and I'm talking to Emerson Lee from Bingbon right now. Emerson, welcome. How you doing, man?
Hi, doing great.
I enjoyed our little chat about the metaverse. We're in the metaverse now, having a conversation, my definition at least, of metaverse. So let's get this started and learn a little bit about Bingbon. Tell us what makes it special. Kind of what does Bingbon do? How does it stand out?
Yeah, so perhaps I could just first introduce what our company is all about, and especially the name itself. So here's some fun facts about the name Bingbon. So it's actually derived from the word Bing, which means Bing in Chinese, and Bong, which means stick. And you put them together, Bingbon basically means popsicle or ice cream stick. So yeah, if we are to relate, right? So I'm gonna give you a quick story on how this name came about. So basically, ice cream stick or popsicle, this product was pretty rare and enjoyed by the elites back in the 1700s. Yeah, but it was later popularized in the 20th century, making the cold treat available for everyone. All right. So now if we are going to put this whole definition into perspective of today's topic, right? Cryptocurrencies actually sort of it sort of reminds everyone of when ice cream sticks or popsicles are first created. Because back then, when cryptocurrencies were created, a decade ago, it was only accessible to a select group of individuals or cyberpunk groups. Yeah, but over the past, decade, it has since gained massive adoption and exposure across the world from both retail and institutional investors. So therefore, Bingbon, as an established entity in Singapore in 2018, we plan on creating solutions that could allow cryptocurrencies to be accessible for anyone over the next decade or more. And our team has been working hard on creating product offerings that could allow anyone, regardless of your experience in trading, to trade crypto easily. So now let me bring you guys to why we are special. So basically, when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies, even if you already have advanced trading knowledge, you may not know exactly how to get started or how to safely carry out your operations to minimize risk. So this is where we are setting the stage for crypto social trading. And this is basically the hallmark of Bingbon, where futuristic market analysis tools could be made available for everyone to use. And what is social trading? So social trading is a recent form of investing that leverages communication channels to share information and ideas. Essentially, we are one of the first to introduce a function called copy trade, where we allow crypto traders to share their strategies among other pieces of market information. So users on a platform would then be able to copy these strategies for their own. Yeah, and by providing new crypto traders with a social trading ecosystem, we basically simplify the learning journey and enable any crypto traders to navigate the volatile murky waters. And of course, with this set of tools, we have also rolled out demo trading for users who are less experienced in investing and give them a chance to practice all kinds of trading techniques before they get on the real deal. So therefore, our social trading platform currently is accessible on both website and mobile app, and it's a pretty valuable source of information that you can find inside. Through social trading, you can get to know the sentiment analysis, and perhaps an additional source of revenue for expert crypto trader.
So I mean, at its core level, it's an exchange. It's a crypto exchange, like a Binance, like Kraken, like one of these sorts of exchanges. And so is it custodial? Like if somebody wants to trade there, they're going to deposit funds and Bingbon holds them, or there's like a banking entity or something like that?
Okay, so in essence, Bingbon is a centralized exchange. Mm-hmm. So we are a custodial and a traditional finance solution. So you're right on that. But on top of that, we also feature global indices, commodities, and forex markets. With contracts tied to favored foreign exchange crypto trading pairs. And over the past few years, we basically have outperformed and have carved out a niche of our own with our competitors, with an enormous variety of services offered for our users. And we are now the top 10 crypto derivative exchange, with the social trading features.
I talked to decentralized exchanges and centralized, and there's this huge range of products in the space and outside of the space, right, as well. Every user's got their own use case and things that they're looking for. So, here on this show, there's room for everybody. So if you're a custodial exchange, you've got a good reason for that. That makes a lot of sense to many users and to you. And so that's absolutely fine. And what I think is really interesting is the reason you're here today is you guys have integrated Chainlink price feeds, which is a decentralized oracle. And we're seeing a lot of centralized, sort of systems, custody and exchanges do this. Celsius integrated Chainlink price feeds. Celsius is custodial. They hold your funds. They take care of them. But yet they choose Chainlink price feeds, much like you guys. So what are some of the choices behind decentralized price feeds when you have a custodial solution?
Okay, so what we believe right now in this industry is that, yes, I believe that both centralized and decentralized solutions, they both have their pros and cons. But by combining centralized solutions with industry-leading decentralized solutions like Chainlink price feeds, right? We will be able to provide users with more accurate and up-to-date prices on crypto assets. That isn't, people would not be, fearful of prices being tampered or inaccurate data. So with the price feeds aspect, which is the decentralized component, we can actually promise or actually commit to actually offer our users with a more high quality and highly decentralized price reference data on our centralized platform. So we do see that, combining the best of both worlds will benefit, the best for our users.
I think your team is really seeing the future. We're seeing more and more services, centralized and decentralized. If you want good data, get decentralized data. You don't get it because it's decentralized. You get it because it's better data. You get a more aggregate. You get more sources. It comes together, and it's just better, and ends up being a stronger data feed. So Chainlink data feeds comes from Chainlink Oracle Networks. The Chainlink Labs team is a separate entity from the Chainlink protocol. Did you guys work with the Chainlink Labs team to do any custom integrations or elements like that? Did you guys work with the Labs team at all?
Yeah, so basically the work actually started several months ago, and our DevOps team has worked closely with Chainlink's team to successfully integrate price feeds, as mentioned earlier. And we are definitely grateful for the opportunity to embed them into our internal system. And this partnership does wonders for our users by providing them with guidelines and a point of reference in terms of crypto exchange rates. And with that, this also marks the start of our ongoing partnership with Chainlink Labs to further our cooperation with you guys to increase the robustness of our platforms. Yeah, with the growing list of solutions that you guys are offering to projects like us.
Yeah, there's all sorts of new solutions, things that are coming
Yes.
up. Somebody in the chat mentioned the copy trading on Bingbon. So this is what social trading is. This is kind of where you guys stand out. Can you talk a little bit more about that's something that's really curious to me is who do you copy? One, who are these traders? Are they known? Do you guys go and find traders and be like, come on to Bingbon because there's people who want to learn from you, or are traders looking for another revenue source? Just talk a little bit about how that works in that social trading situation. It's really fascinating.
Okay, so for our platforms, right, if you get to our homepage, you'll be able to see a list of traders. We call them expert traders, copy traders. So how we find them is actually through a variety of sources. We actually first look out through our warm connections. We have also sought out from the community by recommendations from the community, and of course certain expert traders, they also come to us and show us that hey, they do have experience with tradings and we on a very regular basis. And how we actually get them on board to our platform is through a pretty stringent vetting process. So anyone who is interested, who has experience in trading, they could actually apply to become one of our expert traders. Yeah, and after applying, we'll actually go through a set of guidelines, and those that are selected will be shown on our website, and for our users to copy trades on. Yeah.
Cool. And then for the users who are not these copy traders, how do they choose somebody? Do they just go through and pick a cool username that they want to follow, or are there records of performance? How does that work?
Okay, good question. So because we are set out to be a social trading platform, so users can actually have the autonomy to choose who they want to trade with. And each expert trader, they actually do have a set of information that they can choose, and it's not dependent on individual traders. Like maybe they see like the user profile picture or just a username, but more importantly, there is this like success rate, that you can see of every individual traders, and this is what most of our users do, based on our own surveys. That users actually do look for the kind of like success rates for individual traders, and they can get to choose themselves from the list. And so far we have a couple hundreds of them to choose from. So users do not have the lack of options per se.
Social trading is a really interesting. I'm not familiar with that at all. I haven't. I don't do it. But are there some network effects that happen when, like, if somebody's really successful, like has a really good success rate, and then more and more people copy trade them? Are there some like snowball effects that happen with their trades and things that just end up impacting the market where people fall? I'm sure that happens regardless, not just on Bingbon, but like, is that a thing that happens in social trading?
Similar effects do happen for social trading. Yeah,
that's just a really interesting phenomenon to kind of see how that goes. Are there any security risks or like just, sort of different types of things that you guys think about with a social trading platform like Bingbon that other kinds of platforms like a DEX or something might not normally see? And if so, like, how does that, so if people are kind of coming together, how does that impact trading models? People then there's like a meta, right? In a game, right? An online game, there's a sort of a meta that you play to, which is like effects within the game. Well, if there's social trading, is there kind of a trading meta that emerges on these different social platforms that or are there other sorts of risks or things that you guys think about?
I guess apart from what I would say is that these days individual traders are finding a voice within social media. I mean, they are just people. So especially in this space, traders are actually looking into like Twitter, Discord, and Reddit for like trading knowledge, especially whether are they like experienced or new traders. They will do that, and why they do so is because like these platforms actually offers the ability to allow them to share their thoughts. Traders can share their thoughts and ideas. And with the rise of social trading and its influence, it's only natural that bad actors and investment decisions based on social voices could present financial risk to individual traders. So similar to conventional trading methods, social trading features are highly speculative, and that you could actually sustain significant losses exceeding the amount used to copy the strategy of a trader or traders. Because by replicating a trader strategy, that does not certainly guarantee the same return. So therefore, it's very important that users have to do their own analysis before they make any form of investment. So security risk is still there, and they will have to base on their own opinions and personal circumstances. But over at Bingbon, by staying attuned to social media ourselves, and we do pay attention to the scope and understanding, the momentum it causes, all this sort of research, right, have resulted in us creating and enhance our product offerings and even churning out more educational initiatives that we have already been doing and will be doing more in the coming months ahead. For our users, so that at least they are more educated and they will be less likely to fall into the security trap, the risk trap.
We've got a comment here. Now you can see how much was lost or gained, I assume, as well, from copying a copy trader. Plus, there's graphs. So it seems like there's this learning element from your UX as well, where it's not just copy and withdraw. There is this learning element, so people can really kind of take those risks and think about them. You're mentioning how traders like to talk in Discords and Telegrams and build their own communities. Well-known traders will build their own communities, kind of similar to how artists are building their own communities and talking to their fans in this way. So I'm going to make a callback here, Emerson. It's the financial metaverse. It's a finance metaverse, right? It's trading. And if you think about markets, they're virtual. They're virtual. Exchanges are virtual places, what spaces, where instead of exchanging my chicken for your bricks or whatever, physical commodities or whatever it is. Well, now we virtualize those into, assets, into digital assets, and now we can just trade them online. So it really is a virtual space that extends this metaverse concept even further. So it makes a lot of sense to me.
Totally agree with you, Andy.
That's why I tie things together. That's my jam right there.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions, I want to hear them. I want to hear about kind of what you guys are thinking about with Bingbon. It seems like you have a lot of fans in the chat as well. So while they come up with their questions, why don't you give us a little preview? What's coming up for Bingbon on the roadmap? What's next?
Okay, so a very important characteristic of centralized exchanges like us is regulation. Since we deal with like billions of dollars and serve more than 500,000 of customers from different corners of the world. So the next thing that we're gonna do is that we are going to further like reach out to like more local governments of the countries that we operate. Yeah, so by far we are a registered trading platform under the Republic of Estonia and have already acquired licenses under the regulatory bodies such as OSTRAC, Money Services Business License, etc. So in a few regions like US, Canada, etc. And we aim to, over the next coming months, to apply for more licenses so that like more people from across the world could reach out and have access to our social trading feature. And then next thing that we'll roll out would definitely be, of course, the enhancement to our platform, as well as our educational initiative, which I've mentioned earlier. That we feel that, to be frank, we have came across YouTube, Twitter, and everything. There's more and more like educational related stuff, but I still feel that there's still not quite enough. So we will be planning to have like more educational related contents that will be rolled out, from our marketing team. And so that's the short-term overview.
Awesome. Well, I think there's a lot of hunger for that educational content in the market. So that's just in general, people want to understand whether or not it's trading advice, it's financial. People want to think about these things. It's becoming much more common. Even on TikTok, you see places where there's usually a much younger demographic. People are really talking about finances and money in a variety of ways, of course. But we are seeing that. The Great Weber has a question for you. Are you guys thinking about any NFTs, any collectible NFTs for Bingbon?
As an official representative, I would say that we are definitely open to this option. But we have yet to have any plans at the moment.
All right, cool. There you go, Great Weber. There's a little alpha for you. Maybe something. Who knows? That was a great answer. Nice.
But it's a good point.
Yeah, good one. No, I liked it. Yeah. Emerson Hedegrowth at Bingbon, really appreciate your time here. I hope the community learned a little something about Bingbon and who it is that's running this platform. I'm really glad you guys decided to integrate Chainlink decentralized feeds. It sounds like if there's more opportunities for you to integrate Chainlink services, we'll continue having those conversations with the Chainlink Labs team and the Bingbon team. So really looking forward to a continued relationship there. Why don't you tell us where our community and the viewers can follow you and your project and learn more?
All right, sure. So we are available on quite a number of platforms, but primarily on Twitter, YouTube, and we also have a blog.bingbon.com. Yeah, that's where you can get to find a lot of like information about us and about some trading news that we have our team has actually come up with. Yeah.
Great. I'll make sure to have links to a lot of that stuff down below. The YouTube channel link I'll put down there, so you should be able to see it now. I don't remember what I put down there, but I know there's at least the link to the Twitter, and we'll make sure to get YouTube and everything else down there. Emerson, thanks for hanging out with me today, talking Metaverse and talking Bingbon. I really appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, great to chat with you as well, Andy.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. What a great Chainlink Live. What a week at Chainlink Live. We had a bunch of sessions, great sessions today. Good one to wrap up the week on. Like and smash that subscribe button. I got to say it. I've been saying Bingbon. That's fun to say. Now I've got to say smash subscribe button. It's the most fun thing to say if you have a YouTube channel. So I got to say it. So smash it. Help me out. And do it for a reason, not just because it's fun to say, but because we have these Chainlink Live AMAs all week next week. I think we got 4 of them. I don't remember which. I can't even remember which day I have off, but we're talking to a bunch of really interesting things. We're talking to Sportybon Go next week. We're talking to LuxFi. We're talking to Benchy, who just launched on Avalanche a couple of weeks ago. Another cool project. So please subscribe and stay tuned to the whole Chainlink YouTube channel, as well as Chainlink on Twitter, and smart_contract on Twitter. That's the Chainlink Labs account where you get announcements for these. You can follow me as well. I'm at Andy Boyne. I got a podcast that's coming out every Fridays these days, so follow Chainlink today to get notifications about that. Dude, look at all the things we're doing. I very much appreciate your questions. I very much appreciate your time. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Hey, everybody, have a weekend. Bye.